Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today is an exciting day because we are picking up our new engine for the Integra, and I'll give you a couple of guesses, but it might be pretty obvious what engine we're getting. And if you saw my last video, we got the Harbor Freight engine stand, and that was a whole big ordeal. So a little foreshadowing of what's to come in today's video. And I actually put a deposit on this engine about a week ago just to hold it, and we're gonna go pick it up today, pay the rest, and take it home. It's about a 30 to 40 minute drive. So let's get going. It's gonna be pretty fun. Okay, just gonna give you guys a voiceover as we walk through this place. Now again, this is JDM City in Manassas, and I believe he's the owner. His name is Mark. Was really awesome. He had our engine and transmission sitting waiting for us. And of course, we went with the K24A and the RBB head with the 6-speed manual transmission from an Acura TSX, I believe. And I will go over all the details about this engine. This one looks super clean. He had like 10 or 12 different ones, so he picked out the nicest looking one for me. But let's also walk around the warehouse and check out everything else they have. So again, like I said, they had like 10 or 12 K20s, K24s. They had 1 JZs, 2 JZs, 2 JZ GTE. He was also trying to sell me on the Integra Type R engine or even a Prelude engine, but those were a lot more expensive. They have got taillights, headlights, exhaust, coilovers, interior, body panels, pretty much everything you could imagine. If you've never been to one of these JDM engine importers, they're all over the US, and man, these places are heaven for a person like myself. Also, a huge shout out to my dad who devoted his entire morning and afternoon to helping me with this. He brought his truck and trailer. And also thank you to Mark again, who loaded the engine and transmission up onto the trailer with his forklift. So here we are strapping it down, and we are gonna make the drive back home, but this was super easy. So this car actually has kind of a cool key. I've never seen this key before other than this one. It is actually a Toyota key, and it's got the unlock and lock button kind of integrated into it, but the range on this thing is terrible. You basically have to hold it right up against the handle for it to work. If you've never seen this car before, it's basically the cleanest Mark IV Supra ever. 117,000 kilometers, which is basically like, I don't know, 65, 70,000 miles. Oh, and the folding mirrors, which is baller. All right, this is gonna just sit right here for now. I mean, guys, this is almost poetic. We drop our new engine off at the storage unit, we get in the car, turn it on to leave, and we get a friggin' check engine light. Like, come on, what kind of timing is that? So we'll get the OBD2 scanner out when we get home, figure out what it is. Last time it was just a catalytic converter code. I ended up just resetting it. I did see there was a small hole in the cat when I pulled the exhaust off. So hopefully that's all it is. Got my scanner hooked up here, so let's do OBD2, auto scan. Ooh, the suspense is killing me. There we go, thank God. Same issue, catalyst system efficiency below threshold bank 1. All right, yep, so I think it's because of that little tiny hole in my cat. So I think we're gonna order a new cat and replace it. I don't wanna delete the cat because I've heard that can totally mess up your exhaust sound, and right now it sounds so good. Also maybe because it's illegal, but mostly because of the exhaust sound. I did go ahead and clear the code because I want to make sure if another issue pops up, then the check engine light can come back on. I already know what the issue is, so I don't need that light to be on my dash at all times. All right, system pass, no fault codes detected. It should be gone. Yep. Boom, there we go. Okay. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna replace the cat. we'll get one tonight. Hopefully that should be here in a few days. Look at this, you guys, 99,400 subscribers. We are so close to 100,000. Now, some of you might be wondering what I do for work. Well, I actually do mostly product reviews, social media, TikTok, full time. So I get a lot of free products in the mail, like this subscriber counter, this game console, freaking Mike and Ike's, like so much. Well, two of the coolest things I've gotten for free in a long time just arrived. We got a GoPro 10 and 13, and I'm thinking we might try using this for the vlogs for a little bit since it has a front-facing screen, just to see, you know, how well the vlogs go, and then we can probably upgrade to a real camera if we want to. I went and looked at them the other day, didn't have much luck, but we got this for free, so we might as well put it to the test and try it. I just have to go get a memory card, and hopefully the audio is good. But since it's got that screen, I don't have to use like the front-facing screen on my phone when I'm trying to record myself talking. So yeah, hopefully this one upgrades the quality of the vlogs a little bit more. Okay, I've got to get a memory card for my new camera, and I think I'm just gonna play it safe and get the 512 because I know I'm gonna need all that extra space. And these are the ones that can do 4K. These ones cannot, so I don't know why you'd buy those. But $57, not terrible for half a terabyte, and they're locked up, so I gotta get someone to help me. Okay, we've got the new GoPro set up, and we've got a mic attachment, so hopefully you guys aren't getting any wind noise or anything like that. Now, we've got my wife's 2018 Honda Civic here, and at the dealership recently, they quoted her almost $200 to replace the engine filter and the cabin air filter. And I was like, nah, I'll throw one in myself. So friggin' big baller over here. We got the K&N filters, and I'll show you guys how easy it is to put these in. This is not something, if you're at all mechanically inclined, that you should be paying the dealership to do. It's actually super easy, especially on a Japanese car like this. Now, if you have a German car like a BMW or a Mercedes, they might make getting to the cabin air filter more difficult. They do stupid stuff like that all the time. But let me show you how easy it is on a car like this. Now, starting with the engine filter, what you want to do is locate the air box, which is right here. You can see the intake tube coming out of it. And there's just a few screws that we need to do to lift off the cover. It's funny, with the Supra, there's not even any screws. All it is a couple of clips. So even more simple than this car. Now on this car, you can use either a ratchet or a screwdriver. I'm gonna use a ratchet because these things were on there freaking tight. Also on this car, it's pretty cool. These screws don't come all the way out. They actually still sit in there even when they're completely loosened. So that way you can't drop them into the engine bay. So there you go, just 4 screws, and this cover should lift right off. And you don't even have to take it all the way off. You can just pull it out just like that and get rid of it. I'm just kidding, I'm not gonna leave it here. You guys think it really increases horsepower? What do you think? I don't know, 50% more airflow? Now you'll notice when I pulled the old one out, the extra space was on the right side, so it's gonna go in just like this. Drop it in. That's literally it, you guys. Make sure it's seated in there nicely. Put the cover back on, bolt it down. Everything's back together, and you're all done. Now the cabin air filter can be a little different, but on most cars, it's gonna be right here inside the glove box. And let me give you guys some light. You can see the little tray that you pull out. On some cars, it can be in different places. On my old Focus, the worst car in the world, it was like under the dash there. So let's just pull that out real quick. So there's actually a little cover that comes off first, and it tells you which way the airflow is going. And now, if I shine that light back in there again, you can see the filter. So let's reach back in there and grab it. There it is. Oh, look at that. Come on, bruh. I guess this one doesn't increase horsepower, huh? Okay, cool. And there's a little arrow facing down right there that says flow. So that's gonna be the airflow going down that way. And what's nice is this thing is rectangular, so it can only fit in one way. Oh, you guys, and I forgot to mention, you can actually take off the glove box very easily. You just push in on the side here, and it lets you take it off. And that's it. Save some money and do it yourself. Fast forward, it's been about a week, so you might see my haircut go back and forth between now and the rest of the video, but we are back here at the storage unit, and you probably saw me getting the engine on the engine stand. Now, I just wanted to say, I put this engine stand together completely, including putting the mounting plate onto here. What I should have done is not put that together yet. I should have just mounted the plate to the engine and then lifted the whole thing and put it into here. But I didn't do it that way. I hoisted the engine up and then just ended up lining it up and bolting it. It works that way too, but it's a lot easier to do it the first way I explained. So if you're gonna be mounting the engine, just mount that plate to the engine first. So much easier. Now, what I'm doing today is just kind of analyzing what needs to be removed. A lot of these hoses and everything were just cut from the place that pulled this engine out. So you can see a lot of different things here. So I'm just gonna go around and film, document everything before I pull it off. And then I was thinking maybe we should take off the valve cover, just take a peek inside. And then I think there's some other accessories here on the back that do need to be swapped out with some like K-swap components, or maybe some, like, I think the JDM, like, I think the JDM water pump is different. I think the starter is different. So we're gonna figure it all out. It's gonna be a big learning process, but I'm thinking I might just start taking some things apart right now and just seeing what it looks like inside. This is not a big deal at all, but I did notice that this cover here for like the spark plug cover is broken. There's a whole piece missing. I did review the footage and it was like that before we even touched it. So when we went to pick it up, it was already broken. Totally not a big deal. I'm sure these are like a few bucks online. I might even get like a different one to make it look cool. We're definitely gonna paint the valve cover to a different color. As you can see, a lot of wear in here, paint coming off and stuff. So let me know what color you think would look cool. We've got the Integra right here. Now the car is red, obviously. Ooh, man, it's bright out here. But I've already got some red stuff going on inside. We got the strut bar. So I'm thinking maybe not red. Maybe we could go with black, but what do you guys think would be nice? Do you think it would be too much red if we did like a wrinkle red cover with this being black? Yeah, I don't know, let me know. Also, I do know we need to replace the intake manifold with a different one for the K-swap, so maybe we try and take that off. I know the fuel rail has to change. So I'm just gonna see how far I can get today. Don't wanna do too much, don't wanna get too in over my head. You also probably saw when we picked up the engine, we checked the dipstick and there is still oil in here, so I'm gonna have to drain that out soon. You can see right there. I didn't bring my oil drain pan, but we can do that easily. Take off the oil filter, which is all right. So, yep. As you can also imagine, the wiring harness was also completely cut. So we'll go ahead and remove that as well. This is a little plastic cover for it. Goes down around here all over. So yeah, I think we got enough planned for today. Whew. Oh, don't try to catch one of those when they're spinning, geez. That was easy to get off for once. Okay, got all the little hoses and everything that were cut off of there. And the last thing I think I'm gonna take off is this one, which is, oh man, it's kind of just getting in the way. So this big one here, I'm just going to unbolt it from here. So again, just documenting everything so I know where everything goes when I put it back. So I was just tugging on it to make sure everything was disconnected outside of the fuel rail and the spark plugs. And there's one more plug that I forgot right here. There we go. Okay, now let's remove the spark plug cover, and it looks like there's 4 10 mils. Damn, are these all gonna break? So brittle. Oh, I got one without breaking it. Now, if it seems like this is taking me forever, that's just because I'm filming in 2 aspect ratios at once, filming for YouTube, filming for TikTok, Instagram, moving the tripods around. We got 2 tripods at once, 2 different cameras, getting the perfect angles, getting it all focused. So I swear like 50 to 70% of my time is spent just getting the camera set up, and then the rest is actually working on the engine. But I think we got a good amount done for today. Not really much progress, but we got a lot of filming. So I think I have enough to get my next short form video made. and we'll continue this vlog tomorrow. So it's a pretty nice night tonight. I think we're gonna go to the S chassis meet. It's every Thursday, and we'll just take the car that starts with an S. Close enough. First, I just have to move the Integra. Bro, we can barely get in here. Cannot be showing up looking like this though. No sir. Ooh, look at that, jeez. Try not to get the rest of the car wet. All right, much better. Now we can actually go to the meet. Now they call this the S chassis meet, but it's not limited to only S chassis. There's a couple, but everybody's welcome. It's just a nice chill meet every Thursday at 7. This is my boy Kyle's car. There he is right there. That guy over there, his name is Josh. I actually did a video on that 3000 GT Spider a long time ago. Let's go check it out because it's super unique. Here's where I parked right here. Lighting looking fantastic right now. Glad I cleaned the wheels, man. So yeah, if you didn't know, this is a super rare 3000 GT Spider. So this is actually a hardtop convertible. A lot of people might not even know that this car exists. So that whole back thing lifts up and the roof goes inside of it, like all automatic and everything. He's got these crazy wheels on here. I think these might be the same wheels that were on Dom's RX-7. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it is. He's got the paint matched little turtle shell on top. Pretty cool interior. I don't know what seats these are from, or if they're just aftermarket. I don't know if they're from another car or what, but super unique car. This one always gets a lot of attention. So let's see how many S chassis we can find. Here's the first one, S13. And I think I saw 3 or 4 more. Now this coupe might look like royal blue on camera, but in person, it's actually more of a purple. It looks so good. This one's got nice carbon fiber hood. What are these? Oh, Blitz wheels. Dude, that is so cool. Look at this. What do you call those things? They had them in the Fast and the Furious. Super period correct. Over here we got an S15. Man, it took forever for these to become legal and start coming over here. I went years without seeing one and still don't see them too often. And then I need to go check out that one over there. Whew. Looks like he's leaving, but yeah, that's gotta be my favorite S chassis of the meet. Wait, hold on, is that actually it? There's like maybe 30 cars here, but 1, 2, 3, 4 S chassis? Okay, the coolest find so far, is that a CRV table? What? I need to start looking for these at the junkyard. All right, before we go on to the next topic, how does a rock make that big of a paint chip? What? Come on, bro. Like, what did they paint this with? There's another, I don't remember either of those being there. Whatever, I don't really care that much because there's rock chips all over the car, but that thing is huge. All right, so a couple of things. I recently posted something on my story asking why nobody has told me to remove this antenna yet. And I'm not joking. I got hundreds of DMs telling me not to remove it because people think it's cool. So then I couldn't believe that. So I did a poll on my story to see if I should keep it or remove it. And I'm not joking. Again, like 63% of people voted to keep it. I mean, are you guys crazy? I really, is this like some big prank? I really don't understand. But so many people are saying that they like it because it's like retro, but bro, first of all, it's broken. So it's supposed to like raise all the way up automatically and then go all the way back down. And it doesn't go back down any further than that. It's also bent, it like flops around. So what do you guys think on YouTube? I need YouTube's opinion on this because I'm dying to remove this. I actually have a Honda plug that goes there to delete it. But now I'm worried that people will freak out if I do, because the response was like so passionate about keeping this thing. So yeah, please YouTube, do your thing, let me know. Keep or remove. Now, why am I doing the K24 swap? Well, there's a couple of reasons. The first reason is the mileage. If you're not up to speed on the mileage of this car, let's see if we can see it here. It currently sits at 302,680 miles. We've got the original engine, original transmission, so that's a lot of miles. If we do the K24 swap, we get a really fresh engine with around 60 to 80,000 miles on it. We increase the lifespan of this car, and the new engine can probably hold more power too. The second reason is K24s are cheap. I think the engine was about $800, $900. The transmission, that was the more expensive part. That was $1,500 or $1,600. We paid $2,500 total, plus tax, which was $150, so $2,650. What's cool about the K24 is it's a very highly regarded engine. One of the best engines Honda ever made. It can handle a lot of power, and they're extremely abundant. You could go into the junkyard and find one. And that's why I think it's gonna be perfect for this build, because I've seen a lot of comments. I wish I had it in front of me right now, but someone commented the other day, maybe I'll put it up on screen, that the reason this series has been so popular is because it's kind of the everyday man's build. Like, anybody with any budget can go out and do exactly what I've done with this car. It's like a $2,000 car. I've done fairly like budget-friendly mods. If I were to go put the Type R engine in it, which a lot of people have asked for, that's like a $6,000 engine. That wouldn't really match the series. Also, we've made a lot on the budget, but the series is however much I make on the car is what I can put into it. We have not made enough for a Type R engine. We'd still have to get the transmission. So with the current budget, and since everybody's been asking for either a turbo or an engine swap, the K24 is what we can afford. That's the best option. Obviously, I could afford to put the Type R engine in it myself, but again, that wouldn't go along with the series, and that would kind of take away from it being a budget build that anybody can do, even a college kid with, you know, not much of a budget to spend. So I really think this is going to be the best option. I still think it's going to be popular. Anybody watching can go find one in a junkyard and do it themselves. So on that note, we're going to wrap up today's video. Hope you guys are excited for what's to come. I definitely am. Thank you all for watching. Please make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.